Deep in the Congo Basin, the river moves slowly, carving its own path through a world that still feels untouched. Mist rises from the water like a breath from something sleeping just beneath the surface. And in this place, where the forest canopy blocks out time itself, people speak of a creature with the unmistakable silhouette of a dinosaur. A long neck cutting through the fog, a heavy body shifting through the current, and a tail that drags the river into silence. It's called the Mokele Mbembe, or the one who stops the flow of rivers. A creature that stands out because it feels impossible, and yet somehow inevitable. A prehistoric echo that refuses to die.
Assembling the symbolic parts of the design. Diodes, resistors, transformers, and all are automatically positioned by the pen, connecting them as it goes along.
The Congo River Basin is one of the last ecosystems on Earth where the unknown still has room to breathe. It's a place defined not by what we can see, but by what we can't. Dense swamp forests, flooded grasslands, and miles of water channels that shift with the seasons. In a landscape like this, the idea of a surviving dinosaur doesn't really feel that much like fantasy. It feels like a question the environment invites itself. Not because we expect to find a sauropod grazing in the reeds, but because the land is ancient. It's vast, and it's wild enough to make us wonder. Mokele Mbembe is more than just a cryptid. It is a lens, a way of understanding how humans interpret wilderness, mystery, and the prehistoric world that we lost. The story begins long before the internet, long before explorers, and long before the word dinosaur even existed. Among several communities in the Congo Basin, the name Mokele Mbembe appears in oral tradition as a river-dwelling being, territorial, powerful, and deeply connected to the water. Some often described it as a guardian spirit. Others as a rare but physical animal that disrupts fishing routes and overturns canoes. The first written account came in 1913 when a German officer, Ludwig von Stein, documented descriptions of a large, long-necked creature inhabiting a region's swamp. Von Stein noted that the descriptions resembled a sauropod, the long-necked dinosaurs of the Jurassic.
There's no unauthorized breeding in Jurassic Park.
This comparison, made by an outsider, interpreting unfamiliar wildlife through the lens of Western science, is what launched the legend into global cryptozoology. It wasn't the locals that claimed it was a dinosaur. It was only when explorers heard the description and immediately thought of one. That moment shaped everything that followed. Across decades of reports, the creature's features remain remarkably consistent. A long, flexible neck rising above the water. A small head, often described as reptilian. A massive rounded torso like an elephant or even a hippo. A long, muscular tail capable of sweeping through the river. Thick, smooth skin in shades of reddish brown or even gray. Herbivore behavior, feeding on riverbank vegetation. A semi-aquatic lifestyle rarely seen fully out of the water. These traits form a silhouette that mirrors a sauropod. Not perfectly, but unmistakably close enough to ignite imaginations. And that silhouette is the heart of this oddity. The reason why the story spread. It's why the internet adopted it, and why people still talk about it today. The story of Mokele Mbembe didn't stay still, it evolved, shaped by explorers, cryptozoologists, media, and eventually the internet. 1910s to the 1940s, colonial reports compare the creature to sauropods, sparking early scientific curiosity. In 1960 to the 1980s, cryptozoologists like Roy Mackal lead expeditions gathering testimonies and even tracks. The living dinosaur theory became the dominant interpretation. Then in the 1990s, the dinosaur boom. Jurassic Park, museum culture, and TV documentaries. This fuels global fascination. Mokele Mbembe becomes a staple of the lost world narrative. Then in 2000s to the present, internet forums debate whether or not a sauropod could even survive in a swamp. Different YouTube channels reconstruct the creature with CGI. Memes even reinterpret it as a serious cryptid to a playful icon. It's depicted as everything from a gentle giant to a prehistoric survivor. The legend adapts to every platform, always changing and never disappearing. Mokele Mbembe resonates because it taps into several deep emotional and cultural currents. One being the prehistoric longing. Dinosaurs occupy a unique place in our imagination. These are creatures we know intimately through fossils and museums, yet we can never meet them. The idea that one might still exist feels like a bridge between worlds. The second being ecological awe. The Congo Basin is one of the least documented ecosystems on Earth. Its vastness makes the idea of a hidden giant feel plausible, even comforting. Additionally, local symbolism. For some communities, Mokele Mbembe represents the river's power, an ancient, unpredictable being. And lastly, the human need for mystery. In a world mapped by satellites, the idea of a surviving dinosaur feels like a rebellion against certainty. It represents an oddity in the human psyche where people just want to know, what if? What if a dinosaur still exists and we don't know about it? In a world where every corner seems to be mapped, measured, and already explained, Mokele Mbembe survives because it represents something that we're afraid to lose. The possibility of wonder. Whether it's a spirit, a misidentified animal, or a story shaped by colonial imagination, the creature endures because it feels like a reminder that the world is still bigger than us. Maybe the dinosaur isn't in the river. Maybe it's in the part of us that still hopes the world has secrets left to find. Thanks for spending time with me today. If you'd like to see more grounded deep dives into strange corners of our world, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps this kind of calm storytelling find the people who actually enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one.